Hi, my name is Archit Sethi. This is my video demo of Lab-1 for EE533. Instructor is Professor Young Cho at USC. Today is 19th of January 2025. The first subpart of my assignment is to create a single client communication model. The IP address that I'll be working on, let me just type ifconfig to show. So this is the IP address 192.168.100.4. I've already compiled the codes, and the codes were provided to us by the professor on USC Brightspace. Uh, we can select any port number ranging from 2000 to 65535. Currently, I've selected randomly a port number 2354. So as you can see, the server is right now in the listen state. It is waiting for the client to send a message, and it will then report an acknowledgement to the client that it has received its message. So as you can see, the client server model process got terminated as soon as the acknowledgement was sent to the client. Now the second part of my of my assignment is to handle multiple clients at a time. So currently, as you had seen earlier, is that the server shuts down when communication with the client ends. But in the real world, a server should run indefinitely and should have the capability of handling number of simultaneous connections, each in its own process. To make the server capable of handling multiple clients, I introduced a process called forking to handle a new process uh, uh, to handle each new connection. So I had enhanced the server code and I had incorporated this while loop, which uses the forking concept. So I have already compiled the code. Server has been booted up and it is listening on port 6574. This is a message sent by client 1. Now let me send another message from different clients. This is client 2 and this is client 3. So there exists a problem with the server enhanced code which incorporated the forking process. It's that if the parent runs for a longer time and accepts many connections, each of these connections will create a zombie process. Zombie is a process which has to be terminated but cannot be permitted to fully die, because at some point in the future the parent of the process might execute a wait and would want to have the information about the death of the child. Zombie processes have to be prevented because they clog up the process table in the kernel. So that is why they should be removed. So to show that I have zombie process using my server enhanced code, I'll just type psox. So here you can see I have communicated with three clients, uh, and there are three messages displayed on the server. So there are three zombie processes created. Now, in order to overcome this, uh, I came up with a code to enhance my server by creating code called server underscore zombie.c, and here I have included uh, I have included a signal handler to prevent the zombies and a void loop to clean up the zombie process. 192.168.100.4 oops, I have to go to downloads, sorry. So hi, this is uh, client 1, this is client 2, this is client 3. So now we can clearly see that when I run psox, there is no zombie process. Uh, the next part of the assignment is to create a UDP sockets, that is user datagram protocol sockets. So the changes for the UDP sockets, uh, I'll just show those changes to you. First change is that I had to replace or rename the sock underscore stream to sock dgram to enable the UDP sockets. Second most important thing is that the UDP sockets do not use listen, accept in UDP. They don't even use read and write. Instead, they use receive from and send to. So I'll just run it to you. Server. So we can see that the message was received. The last part of the assignment included oh, so the problem with UDP sockets is that the packets are lost because it is an unreliable connection as compared to the TCP, which is a reliable connection. The other disadvantages include the message boundaries are preserved, but the advantages are that it has higher throughput, low latency, that means less overhead, but there is no reliability thing in UDP compared to TCP. The last part of the assignment includes sockets in the Unix domain. The only difference in this is that is the form of the address. So for sockets in the Unix domain, we have to specify the file address or the file path instead of the port number that we provide. So let me just open other. server. Let me create a file path. Sock1, let's try. So it is listening on socks1 client underscore Unix. Oops. Well, this is server underscore Unix. And I'll file path tmp. So connection has been established, and we have successfully displayed the message from the client that this is socket in Unix domain. So yeah, this was the lab assignment 1 for EE533. Thank you.